So I've been just been sitting, well, outside planting some flowers, listening to Viola Davis's "Finding Me." While I've been planting these flowers, it's nice to listen to audiobooks while you get housework and different things done. I got some flowers going here, and that cactus stuck me. But yeah, pulling on my inner Aunt Faye. I planted some forget me nots in here for my brother-in-law. They had it for his funeral. They gave out seed packets of forget me nots. So hopefully they do grow and come up. But yeah, I think it's a good selection here. So I'm just going to sit you here with me while I clean up this mess. So to me, it looks pretty good. It looks like it's coming together. We usually sit in the driveway and during Halloween and do the Halloween pass out candy with the fire pit. Our neighbors, I'm trying not to show our street out here, but our neighbors have all these decorations out here on all sides. But we don't have any decorations out, so I haven't really been listening or reading that many spooky books this season. I'm not really a Halloween person. I like Harvest, but I don't really like Halloween. And y'all, my husband, he's doing my video. My video. So yeah, he's nosy. He heard me talking. He like, who's she out here talking to? But yeah, I just do that when I like to listen to biographies. That's why. I like to listen to biographies while I'm, or, self-help or something like that while I am cleaning. Um, I don't really like to listen to uh, other things while I'm cleaning, but I don't mind listening to biographies and things like that. I like to have my own voices in my own head for characters. So when I'm listening to biographies, it's almost like the person is talking to me. And Viola Davis's "Finding Me" is very good. It's in her voice, and I loved it. I was able to finish it. Yeah, I was just noticing that every day there's something different over there. There is a skeleton hanging from the That's so original. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? It's Brandy again. I'm just back with another video. I just thought I'd come in here while I'm on lunch and just give you guys a bookish update. I finished Viola Davis's book on Hoopla. That was very good. It was Audible. And I did learn some things from reading that book. One of the things that I did learn was she was talking about the defining moments in your life. And I thought about what was the defining moments in my life and that made a difference in my life. And a defining moment in my life is when I was little. I would walk home from the bus stop, and I always had feelings of trepidation and anxiety when I would walk home from the bus stop. And the reason being is because my mom, I never knew what mood she would be in. So it was like an unsettling feeling coming home. I'm gonna let this window down. It is hot in here. I never knew what kind of mood she was gonna be in. So it was just always that feeling. Sometimes it was so funny because sometimes as I came to the back door, I could smell food cooking. So I'm like, oh, she's in a good mood. If I didn't smell any food cooking, or she might be in a bad mood. And so that was a defining moment in my life, and it has followed me. Like she said, she had defining moments in her life. It has followed her. And so it's like you have to make a decision to get past that defining moment. Like anxiety has followed me in certain situations in my life when I come across something that is stressful. Driving up to work, a lot of times I'll feel anxiety. Dealing with certain people, I'll have a feeling of trepidation or anxiety. I remember, and I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it. No, I don't hate to say it. I'm just gonna be honest. When I was married, the first time, the atmosphere, and atmosphere is so important to me. The atmosphere in the home was so unsettling that I would like sit in my car versus going into the house, because I'm like, I don't want to be around this person. This person's atmosphere, this person's spirit is not right. So I read this quote once that you set the atmosphere. You don't let the atmosphere set you. And so that's something that I'm going to work on this year with myself, is like setting the atmosphere myself and not allowing the atmosphere to set me, and overcoming those things. But with the physical book, I was reading The Wolf King. I don't know if I can pull that up or not. I can try, because I do have both Kindles with me today. I carry two Kindles. I know this is so bad. I carry two Kindles. I have this one. I don't know which one this is, but we couldn't have this one at work on our desk because it has a camera on it. So I bought the paper white. But I do like this one because it has color. And I think I will invest into the color soft. But I read The Wolf King this month, and then I just finished The Night Prince. It was so good. They're both on Kindle Unlimited. If you get an opportunity and you love romantasy, they are both really good books. The only thing I did not like, and this is no shade to the author whatsoever, the third book is not out. So I'm rushing through this book. I'm like, okay, I'm going to read this, and I'm going to get through this, and then I'm going to read the third book. The third book was not out. I forgot. I just sent the book back. I did send the book back because I'm going to try to read some of my Kindle Unlimited books have been sitting there for months. They need to be read. I've been reading a lot of ARCs, and I do want to do a video on ARCs. The video on ARCs I'll probably release before this one that I've been reading. And I've been reading a lot of library books. So I've been doing that because, if the book comes in from the library, from Libby, you have 14 days to read it. Okay. So I need to read this book so that I can send it back or whatever so someone else can read it, right? And then if the book comes in on an ARC, to me, I would like to read it at least like right when it's being released or right before it's released, so that people have an idea. Oh, this book is coming out. Oh, let me go pick this book up. This is a good book. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been, why did I click that? I've just been, reading those, trying to stay up to date with all of my reading goals. And I have been reading quite a bit, which is what I do, especially if I'm stressed. which I have been kind of a little stressed lately. Um, but the Viola Davis book did really help me. I do really well, like I said earlier, when you read books on self-help books through hearing it, and they always say faith come by hearing. Um, and then I also do like spiritual books, any kind of biography. Hearing that is good, so that you can take bits and pieces from it. So I do really good with that way versus the other way. I was trying to find the book that I was reading, but that I'm reading currently. Um, the book that I'm currently reading is by Katie Seiss. Uh, she is a very good writer. So as the book starts out, we are currently at the. I thought we were at the mortuary, but we're not at the mortuary. We are in medical school. It's called Open House. Let me go to the beginning of it so you can see what it looks like. I'm not very far into the book, so that's why I'm going to just scroll back and so you can see what it looks like. Seiss is spelled S-I-S-E. So this month I did want to read Open House by Katie Seiss. Y'all see me struggle. It looks like this. It's about a girl in medical school. Her sister is ended up missing, and so far we haven't found. Well, I'm only like on the first chapter, but so far we have not located said sister. Her sister's been missing for years, so. But I wanted to read some spooky books this month, and y'all, I guess I'm just not the person for spookiness. I don't really watch scary movies. I'm not a scary movie person. I don't want to be scared. To me, life is already traumatic, so that's just not me. But I will read. Do you want to see what I'm working on? I will read, your detective novel. I'll read fantasy. I will read fantasy and romantasy. And so that's about as spooky as it gets for me. I don't like demons. I don't want to read a book where the main character is a demon. I don't find demons to be anything good. I will not read. I just don't like stuff where spirits are. The good does not overcome evil, or too much craziness. So I am going to, I've been crocheting too. It's getting to be the cooler months, and all those hobbies come back in that that you've been working on, so you can pull things back out and just have a relaxing moment. And so that's what I've been doing, just to keep up. But as far as what I read so far, I would say The Night Prince. I like The Night Prince better than The Wolf King. I was really into it. The Night Prince is the second book. But this Katie Seiss book is also on Kindle Unlimited for the free. But I did not. I was sad when the third book was not out. So hopefully she'll be coming out with that soon, because I'm ready. I'm ready. So yeah, it gives me something to look forward to. Sit on my porch with my flowers and read and crochet. It's so relaxing to me. But I will come back to you guys when I have something more bookish to discuss. Uh, Happy Halloween! Oh, y'all, check the earrings out. Very cute. I think I got these from Amazon a long time ago. You know, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, so don't come for me. But we are about to go to Half Price Books. I'm sitting here in the parking lot, praise be, and just check out. I don't really have any idea of, you know, what I want to buy or what I want to purchase or anything like that. It's just a Friday. I'm very happy to be off work. I have to work tomorrow, but we're going to check out Half Price Books, see what they have. It's around the corner from where I work, but they don't open till like 10 o'clock. So by the time I go to lunch, they're not open. So I had to come after I left work. So let's go. I'm happy to be taking you guys with me. You guys are my new friends. I don't have very many friends in Arizona. I'm originally from Michigan. And so, you know, when you move across states as an adult, it's hard to make friends. And it's hard to, you know, meet people. Halloween. I have always wanted to read this right here. The classic Lovecraft collection. $19.99. I guess that's not that bad. Some coloring books. Things. I don't think this would be something that I would be interested in because it has a lot of narration and not a lot of dialogue, and I really like dialogue to move along the plot. So cute. This is cool to me. I really like that. What's that? That's $5. Well, it used to be $11.99, so maybe they some sense about themselves on the price. Oh look, you guys, there's pins as well. I don't get that. Oh, Gilmore Girls. I have other things too. Now, my daughter really likes anime. But you have to be really careful with some of these animes because they are not child appropriate. Not all of them. Look at that. Absolutely not. And that one. Not the one. They do have a lot of journals in here. But I don't know about these prices, y'all, because that's $9.99. That one, the dragon on it is really beautiful. I'm a really big fan of Frida Kahlo. That's pretty. And that's another pretty picture of her, but that's too much. Do any of you do book journaling? Oh, this one right here is beautiful too. It has like a whole bunch of books on it. And this is a bigger size. Like if you look at this and this is smaller. That's $7.99 and that's $9.99. And they even have a smaller one right here. That's $5.99, but that's too small for me. They have some Van Gogh like up there. I don't know if that's Van Gogh, but it looks like Van Gogh to me. Have you guys read any of the classics? They have Fahrenheit 451. I had to read that in school. The Handmaid's Tale, I read that in some of that in school as well. And they also have 1984. I own this, but I haven't read it. And I also own Animal Farm, but I haven't read that either. Have you guys read We Love You, Bunny? It has a lot of good reviews on it. Or any of Stephen King's new books. I started reading this book, and this book did not sit well with my spirit. I could not get down with that. I don't know. To each his own. Let me look at the price of this one. See, that is not a deal to me. They do have some more like well-loved books, so I think those are new. They have a huge romance section. This is a romance section. Kiss quoting. They have some Allie Hazelwood. It's $8.49. Regularly $17.99. So I guess that would be a good price. I really like this book right here, The Kiss Quotient. They have some Colleen Hoover, a lot of Colleen Hoover actually. And some Hannah Grace. Has anybody ever read Tessa Bailey? Well, I didn't end up getting anything in there. Well, I did get a movie for one of my friends. It was $3. Nanny McPhee. I don't know if you guys remember Nanny McPhee for her niece. But that's a good place. Half Price Books is a good place if you don't mind gently love books, especially if you get the paperbacks because they're half price. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video when I think we're gonna talk about the books that I read this month, which is quite a bit. See you in the next one.